she is coming to Wake County. The Republican Party is going to have an event for the 30 endorsed candidates there at the Northridge Country Club on Saturday night. And Governor Jan Brewer, what a pleasure. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Bill. Thank you for the invitation to be on. I know what is a very popular show there, so thank you for having me.
Oh, that was very kind of you. Can I ask, I assume you watched the president's speech last night, and I'm just curious as to what you might have thought about it.
Oh, of course I watched it last night. I was just simply disappointed. What did you learn that you didn't know already? It was like, what are we doing here? Let's show a little leadership.
Well, it was one of those things, and I know when I watched it, I kind of walked away going, I'm not sure what the president wants me to do. Generally, with a speech like that, there's something. It's a big event. I know that you lowered the flags in honor of 9/11 today, of course, on government buildings. Is it a little ironic that here we are talking about possibly getting involved in Syria, where Al-Qaeda could actually benefit from our involvement?
It is. Yes, it is. That we're memorializing 9/11 today, and here we are ready to engage with some awful people in a very serious way that will impact us for a long, long time. You know what I wish, Bill?
What?
And I wish that we could have all the information, us, the public, that we don't have access to the confidential information. Yes. I have spoken to my senators, and I've spoken to my Congress people, and I said, you got tough decisions to make. Don't make them lightly. But I said, I can't make a decision. I think I could if I had all the information. But this is serious stuff that we're dealing with, and you do the right thing. What we were able to glean from the radio and other media sources and the pictures that we've all seen with the chemical weapons, it's a horrible, horrible sight. And I personally believe we should have been in there taking care of Syria a long time ago. If we go now, my gut tells me if we go, which in some arenas I think we ought to, then we have to deal with Iran, and we can't have wars going everywhere.
No, we are quite overextended, no question about that. Well, let me ask you about what you're going to be talking about on Saturday night. You're coming to the Wake County Republican Party, and
yes.
They're very excited about it. What will you be saying to the audience?
Well, just let me begin by saying I'm very honored to have been invited to North Carolina, and that what a privilege it is to see what the Republican Party has done there, getting our Republican governor elected and turning it around, so it's a thrill to be there. I'm hoping to be able to get over there and to take that opportunity to encourage them to fight really, really hard to take back the United States Senate in 2014. We have an opportunity, and then, of course, to build a majority in the House and build a Republican grassroots army for 2016. So we can get the White House back.
Oh, that would be all right.
Yeah.
You're very famous with the picture with the finger pointing at the president, all right? But you've gone toe-to-toe with the federal government on a number of issues. Illegal immigration, of course, at the top of that list, I guess. How do you feel about what they're talking about in Washington now, the Gang of Hate thing and this comprehensive immigration reform? Is it something... do you trust the government to follow through when they say?
I think that none of us should trust the government. We have to hold them. We have to hold them to accountability, and it's been very, very difficult because promises are one thing, but doing it is another thing. And of course, I realize we've got a serious situation with all the illegal immigrants in the country, the Dreamers in particularly, but I don't believe anything will be resolved until we get our borders secured. And I have been saying that forever. I've been made fun of. Can't she say anything else but how can we address any other issue if our border's not secured? It'll be, Ronald Reagan was my hero. I thought he was fantastic. But back in '86, he did the same thing, promised us our border would be secured, and we granted amnesty. And it's never been secured.
Been secured. It never has. Can I ask, with all this talk, are you seeing more folks, any issues down at the border or not?
Oh, You mean as far as people? Oh, our borders are open; they're coming. I mean, we deal with the drug cartels on a regular basis, and and all these illegals aren't just necessarily from Mexico or South America. They're from across the world. Front page of our paper just the other morning, Sunday morning, was about the illegals coming in from India. But our biggest fear, of course, are the drug cartels. They're very dangerous, and we are the recipients of the gang fights, the gun fights, the extortion, the human trafficking, the drop houses. It's we are the ones that are paying for all of that because we are the gateway. Once they get through Arizona, there's pretty fair sailing for them.
Yeah, we got, we're not on the front lines, but we certainly are experiencing it here in North Carolina, which you'll hear about, I have no doubt. But what a pleasure to have an opportunity to talk with you.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Bill, and keep up the good work. I just hear wonderful things about you.
Well, I appreciate that. It's very kind. Arizona Governor Jan Brewer. She will be in Raleigh at the Northridge Country Club, the Wake County GOP, of course. And I think it's sold out. If it's not, go to wakegop.gov and all the information is there. Thank you again, Governor.
Thank you, Bill.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The Bill Lumaye Show.